Hello everyone, good evening. How are you all doing today? I ran another dual special as the workaholic in me demanded, but I'm actually feeling pretty good. So I am not tired like yesterday, and that is awesome. If you are new here, welcome. It is so awesome to see this community just continue to grow, and all of you beautiful souls with your high vibrational energy just continue to co-create this beautiful channel with me. I absolutely love this vibration that you all have brought with you here, and thank you so much for joining. So if you are new here, definitely double check and be sure that you are subscribed to this channel and that you like these videos. If you would like me to channel more specific information and messages for you and your situation, by taking these two actions, you are virtually transmitting your energy to me, and that allows me to pick up on it a little bit easier. And that also allows me to then channel hyper-specific messages for you and your situation. So of course, these are all collective readings and are not necessarily always focused on just one energy. So always be sure to use your intuition to know which messages are for you and which ones may be for others. But other than that, I have always had my subscribers tell me that after they subscribed to my channel and liked my videos, that they actually felt like I was channeling directly to them. You can also see many such comments within these videos themselves, or in the comment section, I should say, not within the video. But yeah, so if you would like that, definitely be sure that you are subscribed and that you also hit the like button. Also, be sure to join me on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle in the video description box. I run regular reading specials there on a pretty much daily basis. And you can also book your love message card pulls with me there at any time. And you just do all that via DM. All the instructions for how to do so are literally just within my posts on Instagram and within my stories. So I also have made available to my beautiful Twin Flame Soul Tribe on Instagram my very, very famous and powerful affirmations for twin flame manifestation. These do cover all areas of life. So, you know, it covers love, it covers abundance, it covers emotional and mental well-being, stability, pretty much everything you can imagine. There's over 100 affirmations in there, and it's pretty much like a booklet. It's a PDF that if you do decide to purchase it, I will email it to you. All you have to do is DM me on Instagram, and you can pay either via PayPal or Cash App. Both of those, the link for PayPal and my Cash App ID are in my bio on Instagram. Right now, up until the first week of April, the price is $55. That's because that is an introductory price for Instagram. After the first week of April, the price will go back to the original price of $150, which is what my coaching clients paid. So you can also look on my profile in my highlights under affirmations. You can find testimonials from my coaching clients as well as my newer Instagram clients who have purchased and started using their affirmations. So definitely be sure to join me there as well. I'm also on TikTok, so I do post regular twin flame energy check-ins, updates, mini readings for the collective in both places. So Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Today I have my Witch's Tarot with me, and I'm just being called to use this deck today. So we're just going to see what comes through. You can set your intention for this reading right along with me. You can say it out loud, leave it in the comments, or just say it in your mind, however you feel guided to do so. For me, I will set my own intention for this reading, that may I be able to channel clear, concise, and accurate messages for the Twin Flame Collective and whoever may be drawn to this video at any time and at any place on this planet. So because this is divination, these readings are technically timeless. So it doesn't matter if you find it 300 years after I post it. If you are guided to the video, if the video finds you and you are drawn to it, then there definitely is a message in there for you, because I don't believe that there is any such thing as coincidences in this universe. So I will start shuffling my Witch's Tarot deck and see what comes through. So I feel a little bit of an overwhelmed energy as I am shuffling these cards here. And the first card that came up is the Strength card. And immediately what I heard Spirit say when I saw it land on the table is that I am finding my inner strength. So somebody here in this collective is finding their inner strength. And for whatever reason, I feel like this could be earth sign energy. I'm picking that up. Normally this card doesn't represent earth sign energy, but I'm just energetically picking up on that. So, wow, you guys, look at all these. So here we go. Now these cards are speaking. So the next card here is the Four of Cups. So this is the hesitant energy that I spoke on earlier. And I'm feeling like the hesitation is a result of decisions that this energy made in the past. Right now, I'm not sure whether it's divine masculine or feminine, but the hesitation is from something that happened in the past, either a decision that this energy who's speaking made, or a decision that was made by another energy with whom this energy was in contact. So there's hesitation in the present as a result of something that happened in the past, is basically what I'm trying to say. So Five of Swords here. Okay, yes. I just heard Spirit say fear of verbal assault. So now okay, this is definitely a divine masculine energy speaking here. I feel that with the Three of Cups here, that, also fell face up. This was one of the many cards that fell face up while I was shuffling. There is a desire for reconciliation. There is, however, a hesitancy to do so because of some past event or decisions. But that hesitancy, I do feel like, is going away, because this person, this divine masculine energy, is finding their inner strength, as I heard Spirit say earlier. So if you are new here, divine masculine and divine feminine energies are simply energies. They have nothing to do with your biological gender or anyone's biological gender. We all, especially as twin flames, have divine masculine and divine feminine energies within us. And this twin flame journey helps us to balance those energies and bring them into energetic union within ourselves. And when that does happen, that's when 3D physical union with our counterpart begins to manifest in the 3D physical. So you could be biologically a female and resonate with divine masculine energy, and vice versa. That happens really all the time and is completely normal. So that's just for anyone who might be new here. So I'm feeling, okay, I just heard Spirit say rejection. So this Four of Cups to me signals that there was a rejection of the divine feminine counterpart in the past that is giving rise to this hesitancy to communicate currently in the present. And that is what this fear of verbal assault, I guess, is speaking to with the Five of Swords. Now, I'm giggling because I don't feel like you know, it's actually going to be anything that drastic. I do feel like this fear is just based on internal insecurities within this divine masculine. When I'm tapping into the divine feminine energy that is the counterpart of this masculine in the collective, or these feminine energies, I should say, because this is a collective reading, I don't feel like there is that level of hostility in the heart or mind of this divine feminine, but there is definitely a fear, because what I'm energetically picking up is that this divine masculine may have been verbally quite hostile to this divine feminine in the past, and he is afraid that she will reciprocate that energy or that treatment with him if he does make the effort to reach out at this time. Now look at this, you guys. This is ultimate synchronicity. So this divine masculine, as the Knight of Cups, is actually finding his inner strength and taking steps forward, which will very soon, I feel like, be seen in the physical 3D. Like 3 months max is about the time frame that I'm currently picking up here. This Knight of Cups sees you, beautiful divine feminine, as the Queen of Cups, and he is definitely now taking slow but sure steps, or even little leaps forward towards you to offer you his cup of love. Notice how this knight has his cup held out, like it's ready to be handed over to you, beautiful divine feminine. And if you just look at how this divine feminine, this Queen of Cups, is holding her cup, she truly does look like she just received it in her hand, like it was just handed to her by someone. And now she is kind of observing the contents of the cup before she puts it to her lips and takes a drink. So these cards are actually pretty synchronistic, and they tell a story this way. And if you see the difference in the time of day between these two cards, so this Knight of Cups kind of seems to be in, you know, like late afternoon, early evening, just, you know, as dusk is setting in. That seems to be the time of day. And over here, this Queen of Cups is pretty much like late morning, midday. So it's going to take a little while for any activity or forward action to be seen in the 3D physical, but it's truly not going to take that long, because if you think about it, it's just a matter of hours between evening and midday the next day. So you're really not looking at that long of a wait here, is what I'm picking up. Let's see what else I can channel. What other messages? Ace of Swords. This is so synchronistic, you guys. Yes, the sword suit is truly not just one of the fastest moving, but it is also a huge sign of communication coming in. And usually this is very positive and uplifting communication. And this is also confirmed by this bird here, just soaring high, flying high. And he's not at all threatened by this sword. He's just kind of checking it out, you know, like, oh, what is this object in the middle of the air? Let me just kind of see what that is. that this sword is not threatening that bird, and that bird doesn't feel threatened by that sword. It's just kind of observing. And I feel like, Divine Feminine, that might be the energy that you convey, that you put out when you do receive this communication in the physical 3D, that yes, this is something you do desire. I do feel that this is a desired reconciliation, but you're just kind of leery about how to approach it, because you also, just like the masculine, don't necessarily want to come off as too vulnerable or too excited, just because of things that transpired in the past. And I'm strongly picking up that energy that the Divine Feminine is trying very hard to release the residual grudges or blocks or resentments that she's harboring from the past. I feel like she is actively trying to further clear her heart chakra blockages so that she could be more accepting of this divine masculine and remove the residual blocks toward physical 3D union. I do sense a lot of anxiety here in both counterparts. And for whatever reason, I have a picture in my third eye right now that within a biological masculine, a biological male, currently feminine energy might be a little more prominent than the masculine energy. So if somebody is resonating with these messages in that sense, then I'm just confirming for you that yes, that I am also seeing that in my third eye. This doesn't necessarily have to be the case for everyone. I do feel like for a lot of people, the energy with which you're resonating will coincide with your biological gender, but I do feel that there are some that won't. And I just want to reiterate that that is normal here. And for whatever reason, right now, I'm just seeing that in my third eye. But with the Moon card here, it is pretty much like treading through the dark. So this divine masculine is finding his inner strength to tread through the dark and make this leap of faith, this effort at communicating with the feminine, because heaven is truly working behind the scenes to bring these counterparts together. I just heard Spirit say divinely guided. So these counterparts are definitely being divinely guided back into union. I definitely get a strong sense of meant to be energy. So even during separation, these counterparts energetically are very strongly bonded, to the point where they could actually feel each other's physical sensations within their own bodies, as if they were their own experience. So there is definitely an energy of unbreakableness in this bond. And the more I'm channeling this energy, I'm finding myself getting increasingly out of breath. So the anxiety card is definitely very synchronistic with that. That is absolutely the energy that I'm picking up. It's kind of like the same anxiety you would feel if you were doing public speaking after a very long time, or you're just kind of, afraid of public speaking, the way that you would be just anxious and kind of out of breath. That is the energy that I'm picking up here. And as this divine masculine is kind of collecting himself to step forward and express his true feelings to this feminine, as he continues to heal within at the same time, this is the anxiety that he's channeling. I also feel like this divine masculine either recently, oh my gosh, went through a tower moment, or is about to go through a tower moment. So I believe for some, they already have gone through it, and for others, it's coming up pretty quickly here. And this is the karma card. So it literally flew out just as I was about to say that. And notice the moon here again. So we're seeing the moon for a second time here. But the thing is, on the actual moon card, it's a crescent moon, whereas over here, it's more of a full moon. So that also is very synchronistic with this energy here, you know, from dusk to midday the next day. Over here, we see the lunation cycle actually changing. So as these tower moments, you know, kind of give their complete effect within this connection, it is very possible that the divine feminine will energetically feel the vibration, like the physical vibration in her crown chakra of her connection to her masculine, but she will not be able to channel what exactly it is he's feeling, whereas normally she would be able to do that. So that is a result of the tower moment, and that is to protect the divine feminine from being traumatized by whatever this divine masculine may be having to deal with at this time. So if you do feel a little bit blocked like that, don't worry. You are on this divine masculine's mind. There is no doubt about that. The Seven of Cups card is all about daydreaming, manifestation, thinking constantly about the other, fantasizing, you know, and just kind of like creating your own little reality within your mind with your counterpart. If you notice here, these two cups are actually right next to each other in this card. And so that signifies that internally in the heart space, and also for the most part in the head space of this divine masculine union has already happened. His heart space is definitely ready for this reunion. It's just, you know, the residual ego blocks, karma clearing blocks that have to be overcome for you to see anything in the 3D physical. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, right now this divine masculine and divine feminine both are actually feeling a little bit defensive. And so the universe is waiting for this defensiveness to kind of clear out as well, so that both parties can meet each other in the vibration of true unconditional love. You know, in the vibration that does not harbor any residual resentments or anger or fears. I do sense some strong inner child woundings here, where the inner child is kind of trying to keep the hearts of these two counterparts safe. But those wounds, just like I said, are on their way out. There is a rebirth coming through here. And that's exactly how I see this death card, is a rebirth. These tower moments that either have just taken place or are about to take place, like I'm sensing really soon, like within a day or two, if they haven't happened already, that is what's going to give rise to this rebirth here. It's all about divine timing. So, and that's exactly what's happening, is that this is being divinely orchestrated. And if you noticed how my cards shuffled right after I put this rebirth or the death card down, it just, everything kind of fell out of my hand except this one last card, and then I just threw that down too. You'll often see the behavior of the cards kind of shift right along with the energy that is flowing through me, and as a result flowing through these cards. So I do feel like that is a huge indicator of how this would play out in the 3D physical, that once that tower moment hits and that internal rebirth happens, the way it would manifest in the physical 3D is that 99.9% of everything, this divine masculine is just going to drop, you know? And then whatever that residual one thing is, that fear that's kind of holding him back from stepping forward, he's going to do that too. But there's no such thing as coincidences in the universe, you guys. Look at what this card is. It's the Star card. So from rebirth to new beginning, death of the old cycle to the birth of a new. And this is an extremely positive card, you guys. This is absolutely beautiful energy. And if you see how this person on the star card is actually pouring out from her water pots, you know, on both ends, this is going to be an emotionally fulfilling relationship on both ends for these divine counterparts. They are, you know, water represents emotions. So they are literally going to be filling each other's hearts, and they're also going to be fulfilling each other in a 3D physical material way. So for whatever reason, I'm just sensing that these two, once they get together, will materially also have a very prosperous life, because I feel that both of these counterparts are really on the same page with respect to what they want their life to look like and what they want their prosperity to look like. King of Cups. Yes. So this divine masculine is actually, oh my gosh, so close to reaching his goal, you guys. Like, I just downloaded some powerful, beautiful energy here. This divine masculine right now is in this Knight of Cups energy, right? He's holding his cup out to offer it to his divine feminine. He sees the divine feminine as the Queen of Cups. But once all these residual blocks, which really there aren't many left, are cleared, and this new beginning happens, this divine masculine goes from Knight of Cups to King of Cups. The King of Cups is a person who is actually in the 3D physical giving his love to his counterpart. He's not in the process of, or just thinking about, or about to make a movement, or just making a movement. This King of Cups has made the movement, and he is actively giving his cup of love to his counterpart. So that is some really powerful and amazing energy, you guys. Maybe that's why I was being called to this deck today. I haven't been called to use this deck for probably like a week or two now, but today it's just calling out to me. Look at that. 6 of Swords. Yes, this divine masculine has already begun the forward movement toward his divine feminine. And this forward movement is probably exactly what is going to trigger the final Tower moment for him to have his complete rebirth. So that forward motion right now for this divine masculine looks like finding his inner strength. It looks like this right now. He's finding that inner strength because this reconciliation and celebration with his feminine is his goal. That is what he's rowing toward, and that is exactly where he's going to wind up according to these energies. And like I said earlier, I'm definitely getting a strong, wow, meant to be energy from this connection. Okay, you guys, Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. This is extremely clarifying. And I'm also feeling, as I'm picking these cards up, a lot of heartache from both parties. Okay, this is very heavy energy here. So in the past, this divine masculine was definitely a fiery Knight of Wands when he rejected the feminine in the first place. He was not really that emotionally mature. He was not really thinking about the consequences of his actions. He just was already in kind of a secretive, committed relationship that he wasn't letting anybody in on. And I sense that there was deceit about that with the feminine as well, that when the feminine saw signs of this masculine having feelings for her, then she came forward to express her own feelings and was very roughly rejected, you know, in I don't feel like it was verbally harsh, but I just feel like the way in which it all played out was extremely harsh. And this masculine is now wanting to rush in with communication. Like the Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy, and it always signals communication. But this Knight of Wands kind of also has a dual energy. There's not only a heavy sense of regret within the masculine's heart at this time. Oh my gosh, this energy is overwhelmingly sad, you guys. It's hard to channel. But this masculine is also actively fearing that what if there is another in the life of this divine feminine who she is considering or giving her love to. And just the thought of that kind of puts this masculine on a tailspin. It makes him want to rush forward like this Knight of Swords and just tell this feminine everything, because I just heard a divine masculine step in to say, I have no one to blame but myself. So this masculine is heavily blaming himself for not only the way things played out in the past, but the way that he fears they could be playing out now, because he realizes that he can't be expecting this divine feminine to be waiting for him if he never told her how he's feeling. But I also feel like this divine feminine is extremely intuitive, and she, although the 3D physical hurt her very bad in the past, I feel like she always knew and had faith that this masculine truly does love her. And therefore she did not even try to move on. She simply pulled her energy back and waited for the time of reunion. I feel like both parties here are aware that this is a meant to be connection, but neither party has really communicated it to each other as such. Oh, a deep grounding breath. That was very heavy energy, you guys. But the King of Pentacles here is very synchronistic with, if you remember what I spoke on just earlier, that these counterparts are truly going to have a materially very prosperous life, and that they are on the same page with what they want their life to look like, what prosperity looks like for them. So that's a very good sign. And energy at the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of the Year, which is in traditional tarot the Wheel of Fortune. So the tables are turning for better days ahead, that is for sure, and it's only a matter of time, and a very short time at that, comparatively, respectively, for when this communication actually comes in. Yeah, the Hermit. So after this Tower moment, that if it has taken place, then this divine masculine is already in this hermit mode, which will help inner energetic union to complete, because I feel like it's probably like 99% there. This is just going to be the final nudge to, tie up any loose ends in that energetic union. And if the Tower moment has yet to take place, which I feel like in a day or two it will, that's when this divine masculine is going to go into their hermit mode. The Three of Pentacles, yes, this divine masculine, even though you can't see it in the 3D physical, is working internally very hard. He's fighting, I should say, a lot of mental, emotional, and even 3D physical battles. He's carving himself out to be a better person, to be a better partner, counterpart, and masculine for his divine feminine. And I just heard a divine masculine step in to say a work you can be proud of. So he truly wants his feminine to feel proud of him when they do meet again. And as I said that, I just saw 3333 on my recording timer. So the number 333 here is very synchronistic, because that is aimed at bringing these counterparts back onto the correct path for reunion. Eight of Cups, yes. So this masculine is now just simply going to walk away and drop. I just heard Spirit say drop anything that no longer serves his twin flame connection, because he's realized on every level of his being that his twin flame connection is where he wants to be, is what he wants to work toward. So he's not even looking back, not even trying to look back here. It's just this final stalemate will be lifted through the Tower moment. It will give him that strength to make the move that he hasn't been before, or hasn't been able to make before. Oh my God, you guys, this gives me goosebumps. This gives me the chills, like literally. The Victory card with the High Priest. Now, the High Priest in the Witch's Tarot is equivalent to the Hierophant, which is ultimate, like highest level commitment possible. So this Divine Masculine is not coming in to play games. He's, you know, he's got the key to this feminine's heart. The feminine's got the key to his heart. These are key shaped instruments in a way, you know, that really that's what this is signaling to me, that both of these counterparts are the only ones with the keys to each other's heart, and they are about to cross paths again. To me, this is really, really signaling that a physical meeting might be imminent here pretty soon for these two. And if the Divine Masculine does not find his inner strength soon enough to make a phone call or send a text message, or however, you know, to communicate with the feminine, that the universe, the heavens that are kind of orchestrating this divinely guided connection in the background are going to cause them to cross paths. And victory is theirs, it's ours, my beautiful twin flame soul tribe. Anytime we hear about twin flames actually getting into union, that is really, really wonderful, because that means that's the vibration we are aligning with, right? So anytime you hear of any twin flame counterparts getting into union, don't ever get down on yourself that it hasn't happened for you yet. Really, really cheer that on, because you will only hear more of what you're in vibrational alignment with, what you are attracting into your life. So if you start hearing a lot about reunions, just know that you are getting into alignment for that yourself. And celebrate those counterparts and celebrate yourself, because you've really done a lot of work to get this far. It's been a long and difficult journey for these counterparts, and they're almost home. I just keep hearing Spirit say, you're almost home. I'll just look at this, the shadow side. Okay, so this is equivalent to the Devil card in traditional tarot. So this is actually speaking exactly to those internal insecurities and fears, not just of the masculine, but of the feminine too. But if you look at the light shining here through this window, the light is going to shine right through those shadows, those insecurities, those fears. It's just going to wipe it out completely. So really, it's just a matter of time, nothing to fear here. Five of Wands, yeah. So this, if you look at that tower moment, right? If a tower moment is that catastrophic looking, you know that it's uprooting something that otherwise probably would not ever have been uprooted. So these tower moments are really happening for these counterparts to help them uproot those residual blockages that even after, you know, longing and pining for each other for this long and this much, that's still holding them back. That's what this is for. This is the Five of Wands card. This isn't the Tower card, but it's very synchronistic with the Tower and the rebirth that we've been speaking on. So that's why I bring it up that way. This is the internal battle right now that this Divine Masculine is fighting, even though in the 3D physical, he's just at this stalemate here, like nothing is really moving forward. But that's because inside him, this is what's going on. Like, I'm strongly sensing that this Divine Masculine is really not emotionally well. Like, it's almost like he's emotionally ill from so long of pining for his feminine and just not knowing how to fix things. trying to stuff his emotions and not, you know, pay attention to how he's feeling, trying to make himself get over something that he's not meant to get over. This connection happened to make these counterparts face everything that they were afraid of, to show them that what's meant for them will never pass them by, that this connection will not pass them by. This is the love of a lifetime. And this is what they were born to experience. That's why they have incarnated simultaneously on this planet. So that's really beautiful energy, you guys. Let's see if anything else comes through. I'm kind of being guided to the Moonology deck here. What's this card? The Six of Cups. Look at that. Yes. This is another union that's meant to be type of card for me. This signifies, like, you know, soul level friendship, past life connections, you know, the ultimate generosity and love that you feel towards the person, like almost as though they were a part of you, that, you know, you would feel towards yourself and that you wish people would feel towards you. So this is an extremely positive, beautiful, innocent, childlike energy type of card that really signifies that these counterparts, of course being twin flames, have shared so many past life experiences together as well, that this bond is truly unbreakable, and the universe is really working behind the scenes to bring these two back together. Because that's just how meant to be type of connections work. Oh my gosh, you guys, the Fool. Yes, beautiful, beautiful energy. This is what that new beginning is going to look like. And this is so synchronistic with twin flames, right? Because a twin flame is literally you. It's a mirrored connection. Your twin flame is a mirror of you. So once you learn that self-love, you will learn how to give it to your counterpart, and you will learn how to receive it from your counterpart, and you won't have any of those residual fears to take the leap of faith into your new beginning. That it's not going to seem like a reckless move to you anymore. That's the Fool in the upright position. Here we have the Four of Swords. So after this Tower moment, rest and rejuvenation is really, really highlighted here. Because as I spoke on earlier, this divine masculine especially is not emotionally doing well. You know, that's kind of what I'm feeling, like he's emotionally ill. So after this final shakeup, he is really going to need a lot of rest and rejuvenation, and to just kind of step outside of any 3D physical circumstances and situations and just spend some time by himself. Like solitude is really being highlighted here. Wow, these cards. Ace of Cups. Yes. So this is also a card of health and vitality, as well as new beginnings in love, and very emotional new beginnings at that. So that rest and rejuvenation, that's also why it's so important, because when you're going to be even positively that level of emotional again, it's going to take a toll on you if you're already not doing well. So be sure to take that time to recoup your strength and energy so you can be ready for this new beginning with your counterpart. Here we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. So this hasn't happened yet. All your ducks in a row has not happened yet, but it's about to. Okay. So I wouldn't worry about it being in the reverse right now. That's just current energy. Yeah, right now this divine masculine is juggling between, you know, a decision that he has to make where his heart wants to go and where his head tells him he has to be or should be. So that juggling is also going to be over soon. And that's going to happen. If you look at the synchronicity here between the Strength card and this, you see the infinity sign, this loop. This is kind of like the loop that this divine masculine has been in. You know, do I choose my feminine? Do I follow my heart? No, or do I stay stuck in this, you know, this 3D karmic cycle? Or no, I choose my feminine, and he's just kind of going like this. So it's the infinity of that mindless loop that this Tower moment is going to break. but also the Strength card, if I can find it again, has that infinity symbol, which is also the symbol of manifestation. And over here, this is the divine masculine finding his inner strength. That inner strength is being manifested here. It's something that he's been longing for and trying to find for so long. That universe is gonna bring that to him here pretty quickly. Let's see what else. Yeah, I feel like this divine masculine is really like muddled emotionally at this point. I'm going to go to the Moonology deck now and see what else comes through. What else do we need to know? Spirit, what else does the energy of this connection look like? Have faith in your dreams. This card also came up in yesterday's readings, so it's really being reiterated here for the collective that don't lose faith in what you are trying to manifest just based on what, 3D physical circumstances look like, because a win-win outcome is forecast. The scales of balance are being restored here. And there's definitely some Libra energy that I'm picking up. So I said earth sign energy also in the beginning, Libra energy as well. Be bold and make the first move. Just like the Fool card, right? In the tarot that came out. Make that leap of faith. I'm going to try and get one more card here. What else do we need to know, Spirit? The answers you need are coming. This is so beautiful, yes. This is a stark contrast to yesterday's painfully slow moving energy of the Knight of Pentacles, which, kind of seemed like it's almost stationary, where, that divine masculine was just so stuck in the headspace and not being able to make that decision. But today's energy is definitely like we're seeing movement, we're seeing motion. And if you guys are familiar with the tarot, even if you're not, I will walk you through it here. We saw so many cards today just having to do with motion. We have this like an active celebration. That's the motion card. This is a motion card, finding your inner strength. Even though this is juggling, it's still a motion card. The Four of Swords is rest and rejuvenation, but this Fool card, leap of faith forward. There's forward movement here. There's stuff happening here. Five of Wands, a lot of stuff happening here. Shadow side, not this one, but this one, definitely victory card is forward movement. This man is on a horse and he is definitely moving forward, and it's the Wand suit, so there's some fiery energy to this as well. We have the Eight of Cups, which is the act of walking away. Over here, let's see. Oh, very fast moving Knight of Swords, moderately fast moving Knight of Wands. We have this, what is the Six of Swords, rowing forward. You have the Knight of Cups here, also actively moving forward. You have the King of Cups, who is actually actively offering his cup of love to the feminine. You have new beginnings here, the Star card. Even the Rebirth card is a motion card. There's something actually happening with that. We have the Defensiveness card here. We have mental activity, daydreaming, manifestation, thoughts, and yeah, Ace of Swords, fast movement forward in communication. So we had a lot of movement cards come through in today's reading, which is really great, you guys. Like, this energy is truly unbelievably positive. So, and yeah, oh my gosh, at the bottom of the deck, look at that energy, the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So that is the ultimate outcome here for these counterparts with each other. Their wishes are about to be fulfilled. It's literally just around the corner. That is such awesome energy, you guys. So I will close this reading out now by channeling some love messages. Let me grab my message cards deck that is right behind me. go. Oh, they're all kind of mixed up here, but that's okay. We will make it work. We are flexible. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for these counterparts because this new beginning that is coming in is just, the energy around it is so beautiful, so nostalgic, and almost like there's a childlike innocence to this connection. And maybe that's going to resonate in a deeper way for somebody here, that even when these counterparts were in communication in the physical 3D, maybe there was some kind of childlike innocence or energy to this connection. Oh my gosh, you guys, how synchronistic. If you remember me talking about the masculine being afraid that the feminine might have found somebody else, or there's somebody else she's considering or giving her love to, I don't want you to be with anyone else. That was the first message that caught my eye as I was shuffling. When we first met, I just always had this feeling about you. It's a feeling that he denied in the 3D physical, and that was due to childhood, inner child wounds. So like I said before, the feminine is definitely gaining a deeper understanding of that and working very hard to clear the residual blocks in the heart chakra and forgive this masculine. So she's acknowledging that she was right, that, you know, he truly did have feelings for her and does have feelings for her. It's just something he wasn't outwardly admitting. And this is probably helping her more, you know, move more towards forgiveness. I reminisce a lot on the times I spent with you. Remember that 7 of Cups card where I said daydreaming, nostalgic energy? Yeah, that's very synchronistic right here. I don't want to hide this connection anymore. So if the reason for this stalemate is that the divine masculine has not yet been able to tell a, you know, karmic third party, whether it's platonic or whatever, that, you know, he is interested in his divine feminine counterpart and only her, then now this card is indicating that that truth will be told here pretty soon. And oh, this is beautiful, you guys. I do pray about us. So this divine masculine has a lot of love and a lot of hope in his heart, where he is actively asking his guides, his angels, God, whatever resonates with you, the higher powers that be, to help him manifest his counterpart back into his life. Look at the energy on the bottom of the deck. I do want us to be in a relationship. Ultimate confirmation that this divine masculine is fully aware, not just subconsciously, but also on a conscious 3D physical level, that this divine feminine is the only one he wants. So now I'm going to channel a love message from the feminine to the masculine through the Rumi Oracle deck, and then we'll close out this reading. Wow. See which one I feel called to here. I'm feeling called to this one, the number 6 card. The number 6 is also for like family, so, and the book opened right to it. How amazing. I have abolished duality from myself. I have seen the two worlds as one. One I seek, one I know, one I see, and one I call. Rumi. You look for me, and what do you see? You. Am I playing games with you? Holding up a mirror for you to behold God? Yes, these are the games of love and truth. Look for me and find yourself, for I am you and you are me. And together we are one, playing hide and seek in love's greatest playground. If that's not synchronistic, I don't know what is. If you probably remember me speaking about that earlier in the reading, where, you know, not only are twin flame connections mirrored, but I said that with the 6 of Cups card, where this is like a very, like, you love oneself kind of connection, kind of relationship. When you find that self-love to give yourself, you manifest it out of your counterpart, the same kind of love that you hope to receive. So that was an extremely synchronistic poem. I do hope you guys enjoyed tonight's reading. Thank you for being here again. I will leave my Instagram handle and TikTok IDs in the video description box. I have the same name pretty much everywhere, so it should be easy to find me. And also, if you are interested in the twin flame manifestation affirmations, please do stop by my Instagram, look at the reviews in my highlights under the highlight titled affirmations, and just DM me for your copy before it goes back to its original price. So I highly recommend that. Again, the introductory price offer will last up until the first week of April, and after that it's going to go back to its original price. And also join me on Instagram, follow me there so you can participate in my reading specials and my card pulls and just experience a personal reading from me if you would like that. So I do hope to see you all there. And if not, I will talk to you again in the next reading video. Have a great night, you guys. Good weekend.